Hey, hey. Hey friends, welcome to Moxie Gardens. I'm Mike Toomey, and today we're going to work on this greenhouse. But real quick, I want to share with you some of the colors. I haven't got to see it because I go to work and it's dark, I get home and it's dark. Truly awesome right now. I just got away from work a little bit earlier. The sun's a little past midday, but wait till you check it out. And then we're going to go back on the back porch real quick and take another view. Just in the week's time that we shared with you guys what the view was last video, check out this view. The colors are turning awesome. Then we're going to go back, talk about what we're going to do. And then I need your help towards the end because we are going to head over to a hardware store so we can pick out some color choices. I'll need your help. We won't be painting anytime within the next day or two probably, but still it's fun to imagine and figure out what kind. We're going to break it down to 3 samples and we'll figure out what we're going to go with. So those of you who think I already have a plan and I'm just using this for information on the phone, I'm not. I don't have a plan yet, but we'll see. We'll get there. Let's check out the colors. So I believe this is a pin oak. It's an oak for sure, but look at the color on that. Extraordinary. And then my neighbors still have green in theirs, but look how gorgeous this looks. It's got such a great look to it. Still got a ton of pumpkins from Halloween. The red bud here is just about to lose the majority of its leaves. We have a birch tree back here behind the basketball goal. It seems to be holding on to just a small little glimpse. And then in the background, you can see all that orange. That's a maple tree of my neighbors. Not much color down here. You can see the frost that we had, the heavy frost is kind of taking over some things, but all the blues, I'll turn around here in a second, but this is a gorgeous look. You look at the purple of the gate, the purple of the plum over here, just the different colors, and oh, it's so nice. Cleaned out the garage. I've got some potting soil here. I don't believe we'll be doing anything with it. It's waiting to go into our greenhouse. Look at this layering. Look at the colors. Isn't it beautiful? Then you use the background. Look at the orange I borrow from her yard into our video. Oh, it's so great. I love it. We got texture everywhere. Such a good view. Hey, sir. Hey, hey. Hey, come on, let's go to the backyard. You haven't got to say hi to them in a while. Hey, you want to say hi? Nope, what's going on now? Come on. Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on. All right, check out the greenhouse. So you can imagine, the last time I brought this to you guys, we had just put on the stain. We had a long week. Look at how the maple kind of just romances the corner of that. Oh, it's gonna look so gorgeous once we get it really going. We're working on this only a couple days a week, so look at this. I don't know how well the sun is offering the beauty of this or if I should wait, but either way, maybe we'll recap towards the end of the video so you can get more color without the sun showing perhaps. Look at this. I kind of just want to share with you everything. Look at that. Look at the yellow just pops off of this red bud, especially with the moon gate. You can see the maple back there, and we've got all the blues and greens. Looks really good. Really good. And offering you guys some train noise. Look at this. Such a great view. Okay, we'll go around here just a little bit. You can see all the colors. Oops, dang it. Forgot to get the netting down. I got to get all these leaves out of the, look at the maple tree. Maple. Look how great the layering of the ground looks. Hey, sir, do you like it? Hey, do you like it? Hey, come here. You like it? Let's go check the chickens. Let's go check on the chickens. She's typically on the move over there. Look how great. All the leaves falling on the ground. Look under here. I really hope this pops off the screen for you folks. I'll have to take a blower through here. I mean, and just blow them out. Now, I'll just save that for a video, a different video. But this is a good look. Great look, honestly. Look how... I really like all the textures and the layering. I really enjoy the colors, but most of all, I really like the way the sun pokes through all these different layerings and spots. Oh, she sees the squirrel back there. That's what she's doing. Anyway, yeah, all the things that come into play. Then you couple that with the blue sky. There's just a great view through here. The grass looks really well. Look at the hens. They came up to say hi. Hi, girls. Hi. Want to say hi? Oh, Haster wants to say hi too. Yeah. Oh, they're so awesome. Look at all the colors. Maybe we'll do a quick tour on my next video. We'll just throw out 2 videos. This looks so nice. If you've seen, we have already lit our chimenea. I won't need to today. We're in the 60s, but I think this weekend's supposed to be pretty yucky. We'll see. Look at the blues. Look at the sky. Look at the blues in the Colorado blue spruce. You can see the maples in the background, the greens from our evergreen trees. Oh, it's just such a great look. Kind of tunnel and burrow your way through these little phases. You can see the grass, the yellow grass blades. Whew. Look at the hostas back there. Haster, what do you think, buddy? This will be her first fall. She just celebrated her birthday. I want to say Monday, I believe. So this is her first fall. I came out and kind of doodled with this last night. I had to turn on the lights, and look at it's just Annabelle hydrangeas kind of lopped over, but there's an opening right above us. Let me see if I can pan this up fast enough. There's an opening just above us that allows a little window for that frost to get in. Otherwise, most things were saved by the trees above, which it doesn't bother me. That would bother me more. There's why we're building this, the dogs. But that would bother me more come spring, because if we have a late frost, I want the trees to be able to protect it. But really good stuff. Okay, so we went through and we are talking about replacing that funny, goofy shed, the top up here. So there's so many questions that was asked based off of the pigeons, and nobody really cared whether the roof looked goofy or not. I particularly didn't care for it, so we're switching it up. So last night I brought the lights out, took that roof off. Again, we talked about half an octagon. I'll do the other side. I'm gonna do an octagon shape in the back side. When I started doing some of the measurements, I was too close to the fence, and I think I was gonna be borderline breaking the rules. So we'll do a full octagon. However, the back side, so the solid piece, the windows will be in here. It'll be a solid roof. The back side is probably the biggest question a lot of you had. So that'll be chicken wire or hardware cloth. Will the pigeons run free, fly free? No, absolutely not. That would be a disaster, and all the beauty that we've added to our garden would be all for naught, because our neighbors would truly hate us. I would hate us if I let pigeons, or if anybody else let pigeons just fly freely. They are such dirty birds as far as like droppings. That would be devastating. I would be horrified what they would do to our garden, let alone going over to other properties and doing that to the rooftops and patios. So no, they will never run freely. I know there are some that you can return, or you can release or open a door and they'll fly in the air and they'll spin and tumble down. Tumblers, I think is what they're called. Those I'm not doing. These will always be caged up. And so I'm getting them from somebody who's always had, they were born that way. They've always hatched in captivity, I suppose, or whatever. It sounds harsher than it is. But some of you had mentioned, or one of you had mentioned, that birds will return to their home. where they were hatched, wherever that might be. Whether, regardless of where it's at, they will find their way back home. Yes, clearly aware of that. So I have no intentions of allowing those little birds to fly out of here. So some of you had asked, or one of you maybe mentioned, how are you going to have birds into your greenhouse? That'll be messy. Nope, a misinterpretation of how we're doing this. So we'll come in here, we'll do all of our gardening, yada yada, greenhouse stuff in here. What I was alluding to is this whole area. Now I'm inside, obviously the windows are dirty, so hopefully that doesn't interrupt the view, but the other side of the octagon will come into here, and that's where I'll be able to see the birds. I can clearly see their home from right here, but I will be able to see them freelance inside of that cage area. So that's what I was getting at. I was alluding to, I will be able to see the birds from this angle, any one of these 3 windows. So that will all be caged, but on the front side will all be the part of the story on this side. So some of you had asked, maybe one of you made a comment, I thought this was going to be a lot less heavy on the wooded side and more windows. Yes, so we're a lot more windows. The top will be opened on that side. The back window that's over here will be will allow that morning light in. However, the front side, you might have missed that part, but the front side, so the back side and this entryway facing the east right here, pardon me, the south, will all be viewed as a greenhouse. Once you start to kind of turn the corner and you're coming from this area, you start to come from the area that we're taking right here on the path, or you exit the backyard into here, this will be more, it will conform more to what we're doing in our little village, little fairy tale, whatever it is that your imagination tells you. That's the illusion on this side. So you might have missed the first couple that we talked about. This will be a greenhouse on the east side / south side, and then the rest will come off as something that fits our unique little design right here with the chicken coop and Bella's creations. And then that right there is where we store our yard tools. So anytime you view, when you're making the lap around here, this will appear to be part of the little village that we're going with. And we're also hiding the neighbors and that type of stuff. So hopefully that answers a little bit and kind of eases some of your minds that thought the birds were going to fly freely. I do apologize. Might have just been a part of the video that you had missed, or I didn't communicate that enough times throughout the several videos that we put out. But no free flying pigeons. That would be a disaster. So anyway, that being said, now we're going to go up to the top of the porch. I want to take you through and show you the view of the garden from the upper level, which I did last video, and it's gorgeous. So if we continue to bring you these videos weekly going into the weekend, you will start to see just how open and how much these trees, the view blocks all of our neighbors. Because once this is all pulled away, you're going to see a suburban lot like you've never seen it, based off of this video. So anyway, let's go up there and check it out. But isn't this a great view? Look at this. Look at the colors, and the blues and the greens and the yellows and oranges. Yeah, good look for sure. Okay, so from right here, I'm on the first landing. That's our little greenhouse that we're working on. This is the first landing leading down to where the moon gate is. Such a great view. And this little piece of property that we have really kind of just stands out. Look at, so if I stand back here, you can see that's our view. That's our view from the inside of our home. I'm hoping that I don't have to attach a little bit of music to this just to kind of block out the wind. When I grabbed the phone, it was not breezy, and now it's probably coming through the camera. I do apologize. Okay, we're gonna head down there. We're going to start our projects. Now remember, I will be going to a hardware store. Haven't decided where we're going. I'll wait till Jessie gets home. When she gets home, we'll decide where we're gonna go, and then we'll pick out some colors. And she will definitely be a part of that. I call her the warden sometimes because she lets me know what we're doing. Anyway, we'll go, and so I will need your help. If you would like, you can tune in and give us some colors, but look at the colors in the garden already. We could almost use some colors that would play off of this garden. We've already got a yellows and greens. We've got the red back there. We've got the natural color. We've got a lot of natural colors. I could see us doing, I really wouldn't mind some type of blue and whites, baby blue, or I don't know, some greens, a different color green than what we're used to. Got this chartreuse color in the vines that are the potato vine that's coming out of there. Yeah. Okay, let's get started on actually being productive. Okay, friends, it's shaping up. The new roof is starting to come about. We'll cut these off and you won't see those hang over so much. Just in case you're asking. I've got the lights on. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this video up because it's getting dark. We're gonna head to the hardware store so we can see. It's 5 o'clock. So as soon as Jessie gets here, we're gonna go check out some lighting. We talked about adding a little light fixture right here, something that fits the theme. I'll probably look at shingles, but most importantly, we are going to pick out colors, and we're going to come back with 3 or 4 samples, kind of paint them up on the side just to kind of give a reference while we're there. We'll probably share this information, so look and see how much time's left on this video. If it looks like there's still plenty of time preceding my shutdown of this view, then just know that we're probably going to take you on a little ride to go check out paint samples. So if you can imagine, there will be 4 sides, kind of an octagon. We've got the octagon base here. If you're wondering, is this all I did today? No, I got home early enough that I was able to get back here, but it's not a very good view. But you can see I finished out the octagon. So if you can imagine these 3 squares right here, this will be the door. Okay, it's real tight in here. Let me see if I can pull this camera back. There we go. So this area up here you won't see from this vantage point. There's going to be right dead center. There will be solid wood with a little door going in. This is where they'll sleep. This will be their coop. This area will be the fly zone. So if you can imagine, that'll be hardware cloth. This will be a door right in here, about right there. And then hardware cloth. And then we talked about having a chimney right here. Because I altered my idea on just carrying the roof over and decided to do this. The chimney will not be right there. It'll be more right here. So that's probably the only part you'll see in due time. That being said, I think it's all going to work out just fine. I do this a lot of times. I just alter a lot of things. That's exact same thing I did with the chicken coop. It probably looked like I just put it together, but I'm not looking off of a cheat code or anything. I just got to basically know how to cut wood, certain angles, and then I just kind of come up with it in my head. This octagon thing is not new by any chance, but it's new to me, and I'm not a very good with angles and whatnot. So there's some tricky parts in there. Instead of just cutting and screwing it in, it takes a little bit more. So, but it's all coming together. So hopefully this is Friday. So all day Saturday will be, you guys are seeing this on Saturday morning, but this is currently Friday. All day Saturday, I will be doing what I can to finish a lot of this up. Hopefully get some plywood on the top. Again, angles drive me nuts. So we'll be doing the plywood on the top, cut off the sides, probably try to get the trim up. And then of course, if the weather permits and whatnot, I will be out here again on Sunday, putting on the siding. And so I haven't decided what I wanted to do on siding. I really like this look right here, that old weathered look, but that's not what I'm gonna go with. I've already done this. Basically over there, I won't be doing this. I do like how I kind of shaved it down and kind of went through and roughed it up a little bit. So I'm not gonna do that, but I might just continue this process. This was a good little look here that I like. I enjoy it, and you can see. So minus the spider webs and the leaves on there, but that's probably what I'm going to do. I really like this look. Plus, it will mirror these two. You won't see it so much as we're going through, but it'll feel, as you're walking through, it'll feel cohesive. You won't know it, but your mind will, if that makes sense. Look at the Japanese maple. This stuff just looks so good, guys. I can only imagine some of, Ohio and Pennsylvania, Virginia's, Carolinas. I bet it's just amazing. A lot of this color we put in here, but it's already, if you drive down the highway, it's already pretty yucky. Another squirrel, probably looking for a wire to chew. Look at all these leaves that have already, it's such a beautiful look. We'll talk about cleanup and all that type of stuff. A lot of you want to know, do I clean up and that type of stuff. We'll do that in another video. But right now, we're going to head to the hardware store. It's shaping up. If I pull you back here, that's a good look. It's all starting to come together. And I think I might have, by altering the roof over there and making that goofy mistake in the first place, that might have been the universe telling me go with something different. And so I kind of just did this. And so we shall see. I think it's going to shape up pretty good. I like the different angles of the roofs and whatnot. So the pitches make the difference, I think. So anyway, let's head to the hardware store and pick out some colors. Okay, I guess we're taking a trip to Home Depot. I got the two decision makers here. She's not so well on her feet on cement floors, but anyway, we'll be picking out a couple. I'm thinking 3 or 4, and we'll go home, brush them on there. We'll just get some samples, brush them on there, and then we'll sleep on it for a couple nights. That roof is going to take me some time. It's a booger. I'm already frustrated. I want to stay away from the yellows. Not 100%. I don't think I want to do any reds. I don't mind the whites, and I don't mind the greens. This color palette is vast. Emerald green, right in that area seems to be, it kind of draws me in. Hey, Ster, do you have one picked out? No?
Not yet.
What are you wanting to not get? Do you have anything you don't want to get?
pink.
No, we're not doing pink. No way.
You said,
No
what
orange.
do I not want?
Yeah.
I said pink.
Yeah, that wasn't even an option. I don't want to do anything orange, I don't think. I don't know. I've been kind of drawn towards but that's so typical anymore, the white and blacks.
I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah. I think white and blacks are so like it's the thing what everybody does. Oh, is that were you wanting to do that or not?
No, I was going to suggest that.
To do the white and black?
Yeah.
Oh, well then that's
White with black trim. Maybe you could throw some red accent in there somehow.
Or you can use some of the decor.
Yeah.
For your reds and your yellows and the things that pop. Some of the greens. So you pick out some colors.
Not like a stark white.
Yeah, so you pick out what you want. I will kind of pick out what I think. Are those Hasters samples on the floor?
Oh, no, I don't.
Color, those will probably be the matching color there.
I mean, these are white.
Okay, I'm thinking something in here. We'll see. She's going to go to the whites. I don't know how well this shows up on the camera. That's an absolute not. Wouldn't want to even try. This Dynasty marquee, I kind of like that. You start to look at that. A light brushing on the sidewalls and then something darker. Would you go darker on the trim? Or would you go darker on the walls and then
Darker on the trim.
darker on the trim? What'd you pick up?
First snow.
White. Could you do that? Could you do white on the
Walls.
Yeah, do this on the walls and then something. I don't know.
I'd probably do a little darker on the wall, on the trim.
What are you thinking? Green energy? Is that too dark? Hillside Grove?
Actually,
I have green tea too.
oh yeah.
Oh. She's getting her picture taken. We're trying to get her trained to behave. Oh, yep, she just sat down. Well, why they're doing that?
Yeah.
I don't know. So now you're getting into some of the colors that I wouldn't imagine that you would pick out. Some of that
Well,
plum. Yeah, we've got...
so you already stained the one boards that are dark.
Yeah,
So you could play off of that.
yeah, something...
Like just carry that dark stain for the trim and find a base color.
So let's find something for the body. So you went with, let's see, we've got two options here so far. And these would not play off of one another, I think. What,
Nope.
you
Get
want
rid of
these?
this.
All right. So this is the base. That one is a no-go. You don't want to
And
match
if
that
you-
white up with one of the blacks down there? And that's okay
No.
if black's not, okay.
I like the dark stain that you have on there. So play off of that.
I really like some of these greens here. That's where I'm kind of stuck. Actually, what is this? Secret Meadow? Do you like Secret Meadow for a trim? Oh, that's a... We'll have a very good station here. Look at that. I don't know if I'm a fan of that or not. Okay, it looks like I got to pick out frog. Kind of like it. We'll see. Would you go with that with the trim though, right?
I would do that with the trim.
Did you have something you wanted to play off this? What is that?
Waterfall.
Waterfall. And you picked it up from over here.
I did.
I don't want to tell you what I'm a fan of or not a fan of, because an accident may actually happen, and you have surprised me with some colors, especially in our house. Actually, I think you've picked out...
in the house, though.
Yeah, I think you've picked out all the colors in the house.
In the house. Outside,
Let me do my thing.
I'm pretty much vetoed on the colors outside. But I like that.
So she picked out this waterfall, and let me tell you, that up against that brown stain, if you can imagine. Of course, I can't think of what, maybe that's not... what would that brown
like
stain would probably be? Anyway, if you think of that darker with... Oh my.
It's a rich brown. I mean, it kind of...
When she sits like this. Oh my gosh. Been through...
Big
Oh,
girl, you're
it's tough being her.
tired.
Oh, hey, sir, you tired? Pick out these colors and get my pup cups what she wants.
Come here.
And we still think she's a toddler.
She is.
Okay, we ended up being bombarded by a lot of people, so I don't like to run the camera. But we did find out some samples that we liked. Jesse is getting some samples so we can brush on the wall tomorrow. And right now we're going to start looking for some lighting. I just want a nice little fun, antique-ish, older type light fixture. So we're gonna walk through here and we're gonna see if we can find something. Okay, we found the lighting. Not hard since it's a really bright spot, but she's making the samples. Hopefully we may end up leaving without those samples. She got bombarded. The poor, I think she's probably just a high school college student and she's doing her best over there, but she got bombarded. I don't know what it is, but it's later in the evening and I guess everybody wanted to paint today. So if not, we will be taking our little sample cards and pasting them up there on the walls tomorrow so we can kind of have a go at it. I think we picked out 3 different opportunities that we might paste or decide on. But right now I'm just like looking at the lighting. I may have to go to a competitor from here. It's not looking promising. I kind of looked through it before I turned on the camera. I really like this old look, but I don't like the black. I would rather have that rustic brown weathered look. And honestly, because that's such a little small window there, we really need it to be kind of a smaller unit. So something like that, but just a little bit smaller. That is not my style right there. So we may have to, and that's what we're doing, right? We're kind of playing with this. I may have to go online or I may have to go to a competitor and look at something, but I may even do something on my own, take a lantern and run some wiring in there or something. There's so many new technology opportunities out there that we could probably get something to really look up here. I've gone through this small little section probably the last 20 minutes and I'm still, nothing just popping out. And if you recall, that one little spot, it just needs one little light there to kind of pull it all together when it's all done, and maybe we'll do something below it. But right now I'm just not seeing it here. So we might be batting 0 for 3 today, because if we don't get the samples to paint on there, we may have to just tape those on there. And that being said, I think... Okay, so I don't think we're gonna be able to pull this off today. We'll take the sample sheets home. She's still really, really busy over there. We'll take those, we'll paste those on there, and I think we'll just get started with another video for the next day. So thank you guys for watching. We will see you folks on the flip side. Bye-bye now.